Go for the Allstate Sugar Bowl National Prep Classic. 3 championships have been decided. The most recent, which you had a chance to watch here at CrescentCitySports.com, a thrilling 51-50 overtime victory for Landry Walker over Lafayette Christian for the boys' state bracket title. Next up, the girls' platinum bracket title. It's called platinum because it is the highest bracket and the best teams you'll find. And we've got 2 outstanding basketball teams here in this contest this evening. The visiting Germantown Patriots out of Pennsylvania, who are 12-0 on the season, opposing the defending Class 2A state champions in Louisiana, the North Caddo Lady Rebs, who are 18-2 on the year. Let's tell you about how they got here to this stage. First of all, Germantown had a bye in the first round. They were seeded. These were the 1 and 2 seeds. They both had byes in the first round, so they're only playing their 3rd game rather than their 4th. So there's no doubt the people that put this together, Christy Hebert, Ed Daniels, and Timmy Bird, who does the seedings, they knew what they were doing when they put these 2 teams in with byes. Germantown in the second round defeated McKinley, who's a power in the state of girls basketball, 57-39. And then in the semifinals, they were down 11-0 and overcame John Curtis Christian 52-48 to get here, beating the defending Division I state champs in Louisiana. Meanwhile, on the other side of the bracket, North Caddo, after a bye, defeated LaGrange 56-39, and then in the semifinals, beat a previously undefeated Thornwood, Illinois squad 53-44. Bill Gallagher, the coach, joining me. Bill, great to have you back with us. And this matchup, and having seen these 2 teams, and I did North Caddo's semifinals and championship games in the state tournament last year in Alexandria, so I'm very familiar with their team. They are a quick, fast-breaking team, and they have one tremendous player who will go inside, outside, and just will bull her way to the basket, draw fouls, and score points. That's Destiny Rice, who's just a fantastic player. She had 25 points, 9 rebounds in the win over Thornwood, Illinois, and she's a special player. But the problem they're going to have is that Germantown's going to have a decided, and I mean decided, size advantage in this game. And they're good all over the floor, having seen them play in the previous game as well. Germantown has a really good player in Ellie Stauffer. Ellie Stauffer scored 17 in the game against John Curtis. And then they got Rachel Balzer, who had 14. And then they've got Becca Booth, who's huge on the inside and a very, very tough person to navigate. You can spot her from a long distance with her size. So it's going to be one of those situations where North Caddo is going to have to get out and run, and they're going to have to get turnovers and use their quickness to have a chance to beat this Germantown team.
Well, like you mentioned, the people, Ed and Christy and Timmy that did the seedings, they knew what they were doing. Germantown in the most recent Max Prep poll is now ranked 25th in the country. Mm-hmm. And so that team has been good year in, year out. Sherry Retief, a New Orleans native, has been the head coach there for a long time, has established that program as one of the top programs in the country. And North Caddo, if you follow basketball, and especially girls basketball in Louisiana, you know North Caddo. And Louisiana basketball doesn't take a back seat to anybody. So North Caddo, I don't think is going to come into this game being intimidated by any means. They know what they have to do. Like you said, they got to get up and down in transition. They got to limit their turnovers if that's the kind of game they're going to play. And they got to at least try to stay as even as they can on the boards with this much taller Germantown team.
Becca Booth is their 6'3" sophomore on the inside. That is tough to get by, and she can post up and create problems for you as well. And as I mentioned, Ellen Stauffer is really good on the perimeter, the junior at 5'11", excellent basketball player. And Rachel Balzer, the senior at 5'10", the guard, just outstanding. And so it is a very good team. And as you mentioned, Sherry Retief, I know the family very well. She was a great player at Tulane, in Tulane's Athletic Hall of Fame, former Ursuline head coach. She's been bringing her team back here every year for the last few years, and it's a thrill for her to do so. She loves doing it and coming back to see family and be with family and be in her hometown. But like she told me yesterday after the game, now it's even more special. I actually have a chance to win this tournament with my team in my hometown.
Yeah, that's got to be something special for her, coming back home all the way from Pennsylvania, and probably has some family members that have been in and out of the gym this week, watching them play. And what a pleasure it must be for them.
Mentioned North Caddo star Destiny Rice, the senior. She's a really, really good player. Raven Sims, Mercedes Martin, Sadie Stewart, Jada Martin, also solid players. They're an experienced team. Martin is a senior. Sims is a junior. And Mercedes Martin also a senior. So both Martins are seniors. So they've got a lot of experience on this team. Deanna Stewart, another excellent player, and she's a senior. So this is a team that won the 2A state championship in Louisiana last year. So I mentioned I did the game, so I had a chance to see their team play and know what they're all about. The thing about Destiny Rice is, I mean, her name fits her well. She is determined, destined to either get a basket or get a foul. You'll see that, how strong she is with the basketball, because she can also take her game out on the perimeter, though. Oftentimes, they'll get her to bring the ball up because they just want her to get away from a double team, because otherwise, whenever she catches the ball on the other end, they double team her.
Down in the post or on the wing, right. Right, so it's going to be a very interesting matchup. You know, you talked about the experience that North Caddo has. You take a look at Germantown's roster. They're number 25 in the country. Number 2 in Pennsylvania. They have one senior on their team.
Yep.
So those girls, even their young underclassmen, are obviously experienced and well coached and play a great game.
Well, Destiny Rice, she's already signed with Alabama, so she'll be in the SEC next year. Just a really good player. She had offers from a lot of places, but she chose Alabama, and she is, of course, the best player in the state a year ago in 2A. Was the MVP in the state tournament, and she had offers from Seton Hall, Ole Miss, Arkansas, Little Rock, Louisiana Tech, among others, and those are really good basketball programs. She goes 5'9", but she plays much bigger than that, and again, you'll get a chance to see her. Again, just really good. So we'll see just how Destiny Rice, she unveiled her Alabama shirt at her signing, and she's ready to roll here tonight. And she's going to have to come up with a big game because, like I said, having seen both teams, I think that not only is there a size advantage for Germantown, they will fool you initially, but they're plenty athletic enough. Curtis was a little bit more athletic than they were overall, and they tried to utilize that to their advantage. It worked for a while. John Curtis is still really good. Barbara Ferris does a terrific job.
Yes.
And they still got Jerkayla Jordan and Abria Irons, but they lost those guards from last year. One was at Tulane, and who were really good, and what happened was Germantown went out and extended and pressured them after the first quarter and created some real opportunities and turnovers, and that's what really changed that game. So let's see if they decide to do that here, because this team in North Caddo, they will run, and they have people that can handle the ball.
Well, it's going to be, who can impose their will on the other team. That's what I think it's going to come down to. People who follow basketball in Louisiana, they know how good girls basketball is in Louisiana. It may not get the print in some of the areas that the boys get, but girls basketball in Louisiana has come up with some very fine teams over the past few years and some very good players. If Destiny Rice has a scholarship offer and has signed with Alabama, she can play. She can play with anybody in the country if that's what she's done. So it's going to be a very interesting game.
Will be as the warm-ups continue. George Schaefer's in the house, huh? So he's refereed everything from here to everything imaginable. And of course, was a great coach in his day, too. So good to see George. Again, thought the last game was extremely well officiated. And expect nothing less than that in this game as well. The Patriots of Germantown will be dressed in white, red numerals, white shorts, and North Caddo will be in their road red with gray trim here this evening. So we'll see if North Caddo can get out and do some running in this game and try to create some opportunities for themselves.
Well, if they can get out and run, and that can negate some of the pressure that Germantown may want to try to impose. So, is Germantown going to be able to apply that pressure effectively, or will North Caddo be able to get out in front of that pressure and score in transition?
So getting set for the starting lineups to be introduced here this evening as well. And again, glad to have you with us at CrescentCitySports.com. Ken Trahan with Bill Gallagher. And again, a big shout out to Albert Breer and Adam Bryant taking care of business here this evening. Our patriarch, our webmaster, is even in the house right now. Jude Young has made his way over here from having broadcast UNO's overtime victory earlier today, Southland Conference play. So the voice of the Privateers here now our webmaster as well, as they won 81-76 in overtime over Houston Baptist over at Lakefront Arena today. Ezekiel Charles, 19 points, 11 rebounds for the Privateers. So there you go, as we give them some love here. And we give some love as well to our friends at Riverlands Insurance. Crescent City Sports Prep Basketball is brought to you by Riverlands Insurance in Luling. Meaning all your insurance needs. Call Riverlands at 1-800-336-4579 or go to Rivens.com. That's RIVINS.com. Thanks to Riverlands Insurance for their appreciative support of this entity. So, starting lineup's about to be introduced here. First of all, the starting lineup for North Caddo. The Lady Rebs 18-2 under the direction of Brian Shane. Starting at a guard is Raven Sims. Also starting on the perimeter will be Sadie Stewart. And another guard for them will be Jada Martin. It's a guard lineup, and you'll see that throughout. And their ball handling is going to be key in this game. The other starters are Deanna Stewart, the senior, and, of course, the aforementioned Destiny Rice, the senior and Alabama signee.
Yeah, they don't look very intimidating.
They're accustomed to playing tough opposition, so they have no fear here. I don't think there's any doubt they're ready to step into this one. So, the starters for North Caddo, Nellie Stauffer at 5'11", Maddie Visa, along with Jay Haynes, Rachel Balzer, and Becca Booth, the starters for Germantown. As mentioned, Sherry Retief, the head coach. And her team undefeated on the year at 12-0. Lady Revs with a gaudy record of 18-2 as mentioned as well. As we get set to get it started here in the championship game of the girls' platinum bracket. Glad you're with us here. So both teams huddling around their coaches, ready to go as we get set to get this one started. Glad you're with us. And ready to roll with this championship game, girls platinum final from the Hilario Center. And you see the size immediately, the differential. It's a bunch of guards.
Yeah,
for the Lady Rebs.
That's what I meant by not looking being very intimidating looking, just their size.
Stauffer and Martin, Jada Martin, will jump center in this one. We're underway. Stauffer wins the tip and gets it in backcourt to Rachel Balzer. Balzer hands it to Maddie Visa. We're underway. Man-to-man defense from the Lady Rebs. They'll try to play them straight up and pressure them. This is Visa pressured out near the timeline by Sadie Stewart. Visa gets it now to Balzer. Balzer to Stauffer, drives baseline. She's strong, and she scores.
Nice strong move.
Stauffer gives them a 2-0 lead. Germantown on top.
She got a step on the defender and was able to go right to the basket.
So Stauffer converts to get things started, and everything's going to run through Destiny Rice. She'll run baseline to baseline as they open in zone. Gets us into the corner. Dribbles it back out toward the top. She can handle it very well, by the way. Backs it out off the bounce and surveys. They extend on her defensively. She gives it up now. And this is Jada Martin. Jada Martin out top to Deanna Stewart. Stewart back to Rice. Rice, they'll double her every chance they get. Left corner pass now, Jada Martin. She's doubled as they match up. So they're matching up here.
A little matchup zone. Try to mix things up.
Here's Rice, right side of the floor. Raven Sims. Patience here to Stewart. Now to Rice. She'll pop the three. Rim. And out of bounds to Germantown.
Still a good-looking shot. Nice, strong shot.
So the Patriots with the ball. And a 2-0 lead early on. Maddie Visa for what a beautiful pass to Becca Booth for the basket. So Visa the assist. Easy basket for Booth and a 4-0 lead for Germantown.
The old pick and roll, able to take the height advantage that they've got and get an easy basket.
Here's Rice driving to the baseline. Look how strong she is. They're going to call offensive foul.
Yes, they are.
So Rice will commit her first. And if they get her in foul trouble, this thing will be a big problem for North Caddo. So Rice has to reckon. She is used to being able to drive the basketball and draw fouls. Does on a regular basis. Not there. Well-schooled Patriots get the offensive foul. And there's a ball thrown into the corner, but it's saved by Balzer, and now they'll restart the offense. Just under 6 minutes to play in the first. 4-0 Germantown. Haynes, Balzer. Sticky defense there, and the switch is made. And a nice job of poking it away by Jada. Jada Martin with a really good play on the run. The shot missing, though. One shot, and that's probably all they're going to get, Bill.
Yeah, they got to make their shots count then.
With that size, it's going to be hard to rebound.
That wasn't a bad shot off of transition, too. They got what they wanted except for the basket.
Stauffer, really good player. To the hole, she'll shoot two. So Stauffer, driving hard, creates the opportunity, and guess what? Destiny Rice has 2 fouls. So right away, North Caddo's in deep, deep trouble. And if you're Brian Shine, you got to leave her in the game.
Yeah,
inbounds pass to Stauffer, scores and one. And this is deep trouble for North Caddo right out of the way.
He has not even looked down at his bench.
I think that's her third. That's her third foul, right? That's 3 fouls on Rice. So this game has gotten away right away from North Caddo. 3 fouls on your best player.
Is he aware of that?
Just under 2.5 minutes into the game. And it's 7-0 as Stauffer converts the 3-point play. And she's staying in the game as she looks at the bench.
She's looking at the bench to see what do we want to do here.
And you know that Sherry Retief's going to keep going at her. And a large part of her offensive game is driving to the basket. And you can't do that, and here's a turnover. This one has a chance to get away pretty quickly.
I think North Caddo needs a timeout and get things back together here. This is not the North Caddo that's a defending state champion right now.
Not playing like it and playing a team that's just dynamite, as I mentioned.
Certainly up in class. But.
Haynes, bam. Boy, they can play. 10-0 Germantown in total control here at the 4:48 mark. Nice step through there. Just won't go. Haynes, her second board. Quickly, Stauffer all the way. Yes, indeed.
Yes, there is.
And a timeout taken here. Brian Shane has to have a timeout, and he does. It comes with 4:27 to play in the first, and already it's 12-0 Germantown in control. They're really good, Bill.
Well, not just that it's 12-0, but you got Destiny Rice with 3 fouls already. So even if she does stay in the game, which it looks like she is, she's got to change the way she's used to playing. She cannot be nearly as aggressive as, which is her calling card. She's going to have to step back a little bit. Germantown has just gone for the neck here, and they're squeezing real hard right now. They're not letting up. Obviously well coached. They take good shots. They make those shots. They're rebounding well. They had that one little turnover that North Caddo took down to the floor in transition, but they couldn't make a layup.
So 4:27 to play in the first. 12-0 our score. In favor of Germantown, Pennsylvania. And let's see what Coach Shane does. He's going to leave her on the floor. So he's just decided that there's really, nothing else to do in that situation.
Would it get any better for them if they took her out? I don't think so.
Yeah. So here is Sims stolen away. So a turnover right away.
Their length.
Beautiful pass to Stauffer underneath, but she overpassed it, but they still have it anyway. And this one's knocked away by Destiny Rice out of bounds. I mean, you just don't see where a star player on a team gets 3 fouls in the first 3 minutes. I really
amazing.
Don't know that I've seen that in any game.
No.
Anytime in recent times, if at all.
Even 2.
And they go right at her again, and she can't do anything. Yeah. So putting it up and in with a layup is Haynes. So you leave her in, and she's got to let people go.
Well, Dutchtown smells blood. They know that.
Yeah, Germantown. Yeah, sure.
Germantown. I'm sorry.
Right.
They know they can go right at her.
Yep. So 14-0. Rice spins in the lane. She can't get it. Got it back. Boy, she tough. Put it back in. There's the first 2 of the game for North Caddo. That's the kind of player she is. It's 14-2.
And look who's getting down in transition. It's Germantown.
Yep. And a left-hand layup.
Left-handed layup.
Hayes to the basket scores, and it's 16-2. They're long. They can handle the ball. They can shoot. Other than that, nothing to like about this team. And they're well coached.
And this transition that North Caddo likes to run. They're literally walking up the floor, all 5 of them.
Ball knocked away. That's going to be a turnover. Third of the game for the Lady Rebs. Quickly ahead of the pack. Beautiful pass down low. Turning, left-hand shot is in by Booth. You can't do it much better than that, can you?
Not at all.
In transition, 18-2. 2:55 to play in the first. To say they have North Caddo at the breaking point would be accurate, Bill.
Absolutely. This game is really getting out of hand.
Rice, beautiful up and under move.
Nice.
She's good. And it's 18-4.
She can still be a little bit more aggressive offensively, even with those fouls. It's a defense where she's going to have to step back.
There's the trap, and it worked, and that's what they've got to do to have a chance in this game. Rice on the move. Beautiful pass. She is such a good player. She can handle the ball. She sees the floor, does it all well, doesn't she?
Nice pass. Nice pass.
And an 18-6 game at the 2:15 mark. There's the trap again and another turnover. And again, it's Rice, her second straight steal. Beautiful spin. Beautiful move. What a shot. She can play.
Okay, she's playing the backside of that press right there, and she's picked off 3 passes in a row. And right here, she just showed her strength with the way she held on to the ball, going up and faking that shot.
Good ball movement here. Open 3. Bam, boy. Man. So many weapons, right? And wow. Haynes already has 10 points in the game.
Wow.
Special. 3 assists now for Visa, and it's 21-8 in favor of Germantown. Somebody else is going to have to pick it up for the Lady Rebs. Can't be a one-person show, and there's a turnover on a bad pass. It's the 4th for North Caddo. Substitutions for Germantown. Lindsay Putnam is in along with Maddie Burns.
And another timeout.
Timeout North Caddo with 1:27 to play in the first and a 21-8 lead.
Caddo had a player at the table to go in, but they went back to the bench and did not enter the game.
So 21-8 our score. Patriots in control and doing a great job. They've been really good here throughout the entire tournament. This is nothing unexpected. They've been this type of team throughout the tournament and really throughout the year. That's how you get nationally ranked anyway.
Well, you know, this is what Curtis did to them yesterday. And they came back from it, so they didn't want to have it happen to them 2 games in a row. They decided to try it out for themselves.
Get out to the lead instead, right?
What it's like.
Probably a better idea.
And here comes the first substitution for Caddo.
They're going to bring in Mercedes Martin, who plays quite a bit. And thus far, Haynes has 10 points for Germantown, and Stauffer has 7. Booth has 4. So the 3 players have their 21 points in the game. Into the front court. Against the pressure, they beat it. Skip pass, Stauffer wide open, beautiful pass, and they won't miss. Just beautifully done.
Have they missed?
No, and Visa another assist, and it's 23-8. And just beautiful spacing, excellent execution, and it all looks great when you're knocking down shots, right?
I tell you what, that's now Caddo does have Rice out of the game, so we'll see what they can do without their good big gun.
And that's going to be a backcourt violation.
She stepped on the line, yeah. They are human.
Offensive rebound. Now fight for the ball. And North Caddo will out-wrestle them for possession because they've got the arrow pointing their way. So good job to get down on the floor and fight for it on the part of Jada Martin. And a 23-8 lead here for Germantown.
Another good coaching strategy by Coach Retief with Rice out of the game. As soon as somebody crossed the court here and goes to the corner, they're double teaming, not having to worry about Rice being in the game.
No, I mean, you had to buy a few minutes. There's a drive and a foul, so a two-shot opportunity coming here for Raven Sims. That foul's going to work against Maddie Burns, her first, and the first team foul against Germantown.
An opportunity to score with the clock stopped for Caddo.
Raven Sims, returning starter from their state championship team, hits the first. She'll have another coming. Got that. Beautifully done. And a 23-10 game with 20 seconds left in the first. Putnam has it knocked away. Nice save. Beautiful job by Martin. And the turnover by Germantown. And now pressure and a foul called against Germantown.
Germantown's having trouble with that trap from North Caddo.
Well, Curtis gave them some issues with that for a while, but then they solved it. Right, we mentioned that's the chance North Caddo has is their quickness. Bunch of guards on the floor that can get around, and they're creating some opportunities. They'll have the last shot here, it appears. 5 seconds left. Nice drive, but it's blocked away beautifully and cleared by Burns. So the first quarter comes to a close, and it's 23-10 Germantown on top. And Haynes has 10 points, while Stauffer has 9 for Germantown.
Well, everything worked for Germantown in that quarter. They shot well, they ran well, they rebounded well. About the only chink in their armor was the problem they had with North Caddo's trapping defense, turning the ball over 4 or 5 times in that quarter off of that trap. Other than that, they're surviving very, very well. Caddo, how long can they go with Destiny Rice on the bench and still keep this fairly close to the ball game? I mean, it's conceivable she could sit out the rest of the half.
Well, it could. I just don't know that he can afford to do it. Now, I think it all depends on the game situation.
Right.
If you get this thing, if it gets to, 17, 18 points, I think she's got to be on the floor. You can't fall too much further behind and have any chance in the game. It's all relative, but she's checking in right now. So that answers that question. Back she comes. No rest there. So back in Destiny Rice for North Caddo. Germantown ball. Balzer brings it in, and Visa will run the show. Looking for Booth on the block. Skip pass instead. Stepping into the void beautifully, but missing the runner. Balzer, long rebound control by North Caddo. Rice for 3. That's off. Long rebound fought for. That's 2 rebounds in a row by Sadie Stewart. And they've got to hustle to get boards, and they're doing that.
They're doing that. They did it right there.
They seem to have settled in a little bit, Bill.
Yeah, a rocky start. What was it to begin with? 14-0?
It was 14-0.
Okay, since that time, it's 10-9.
Right.
Caddo.
Shell shock. But settling now. Trying to run their offenses. Again, the Patriots match up out of this 2-3 look. But they're matching up when they can. Rice calls a play, directs traffic now.
Coach on the floor.
No doubt. She runs baseline to baseline. They stay with her, so she's still got it. Top of the circle now. Dribble drive. Watch the contact. She drew it, and she'll shoot 2. She's so good at doing that.
Good body control.
Almost got the opportunity for the 3-point play because she's so strong.
Yes.
Foul works against Becca Booth. Her first, team's third. Now, Booth is 6'3". Rice is 5'9", but Rice drew the contact and gets to the line.
No, she's a little bit,
Got the first.
There you go. Another point scored with the clock stopped.
Rice now with 7. And Rice converts both, so she's got 8. And it's a 23-12 game. This is a 10-5 run there. Back in and almost a steal here. Great effort extending by Jada Martin.
Yeah, Germantown's still struggling against this trap.
Patriots in front court. Visa.
Trapper in the corner.
Timeout called for as she was trapped. And again, the Lady Rebs starting to impose their will, what they want to do in this game, which is to speed it up, trap, create turnovers, and try to get out and make opportunities. But what I'm impressed with on the offensive line end of the floor is how patient they've been. They've been waiting for their opportunities and just waiting for Rice to be able to create an opportunity, basically.
Yeah, a lot of times, you fall this far behind and you start, just jacking up the first thing that comes your way and just getting very, very, you don't know what else to do. You just keep trying to throw it in. The more possessions I get, let me just keep shooting it, and you get rattled. But they haven't gotten rattled. That's a sign of a well-coached team. That instead of getting rattled, they just settle down. They're waiting for Destiny to do what she can do. She's driving hard to the goal. She's passing it off when she can. And they're playing off their defense right now.
Very much so.
And they got Rice in the back, not in the trapping part.
And she stepped out of bounds. Again, the pressure works beautifully. And fourth turnover of the quarter for Germantown. And here's a chance for the Lady Rebs to cut this to single digits. And this time the Patriots have gone man-to-man. Haven't seen that, Bill.
Off the timeout, you change your defense quite often.
Nice entry pass, but that's not a good pass to make there. Person's 2 feet away. You can't do that.
Yeah, Germantown changed that defense coming out of the timeout.
And the ball goes up, and the height advantage is obvious, and the possession will stay with Germantown. You got to win those 50-50 balls and team rebounds if you're North Caddo. Booth comes out, and Sarah DeLillo is in. So DeLillo is in the game. And so is Stauffer, who gets it on the slingshot play, but missed it. It goes out of bounds.
It's out on her.
And it should be North Caddo ball, and it is.
Another opportunity to cut it inside 10.
So El Stauffer had an opportunity, couldn't convert. Comes the other way, and Destiny Rice will take it herself. And now they set up shop in a 1-3-1 zone. Boy, they're giving North Caddo a lot of looks.
That's nice. I like to see that. I like to see a team that can play multiple defenses.
Rice hit on the way there. Again, she draws fouls like a magnet. This one is committed by 15, Sarah DeLillo. It's her first.
And another chance to score with the clock stopped.
Oops. Can't hit it, though. Rice does have 8 points, but now 2 for 3 from the line. Deanna Stewart checks back in for North Caddo. Trying to cut it to 10. She does. Splits a pair, has 9. And it's 23-13. So this is now a 5-0 run for North Caddo. Again, the pressure. They're going to have to keep this up the whole game.
Yes.
Stauffer on the baseline. Open shooter. Balls are in and out. Scrum, and boy, great job of saving it by the Patriots. Number 14, Maddie Burns.
That was a great job of blocking out by Burns.
Good ball movement. It continues. Open look, not happening. Over the top foul should be called here, and it is.
Yep.
And it's going to be on 14, Maddie Burns. So Burns has her second. Should be the 5th on Germantown. And again, North Caddo with a chance to cut it to single digits.
Well, Germantown has gotten away. The very first part of the ball game, they were going right at Rice, especially when she picked up those fouls. They've gotten away from that. Now they're settling for way beyond the NBA three-point marker shots.
No question.
Like that one that Caddo just takes.
Too long. Nice offensive rebound, though, by Stewart. She's got 3 boards. Rice, dribble drive, contact again. That's a block. They can't stop her when she's determined to get there. She's not worried about the 3 fouls. She draws this one from Maddie Burns, and that's her 3rd foul. I mean, she can create more fouls than you can ever imagine. I mean, it's amazing how many times she draws contact.
I think
Barry's the first. She's in double figures with 10 points.
You're better off. When you're in foul trouble, you can still be aggressive offensively. You can't be out of control.
No.
But you can still be more aggressive than on the defensive end.
Second is good.
I'm surprised that Germantown has not taken advantage of this on their offensive end.
So we're back within 8 now, 23-15 in this game, Germantown over North Caddo.
Back to a game. Game of runs.
Again, the ball movement excellent for Germantown. North Caddo in a chase position. Nice feed down low to Booth. Beautifully done. Excellent pass made by DeLalo. She gets the assist, and Booth has 6. And it's back out to a 10-point lead.
Good post work there by Germantown.
Just really impressed with the ball movement. Now they go to a 2-3 zone. I think they've shown North Caddo everything.
Just about.
And Rice has it nonetheless. Let's see if she decides to drive it again. She'll shoot straight away 3. Back rim, right on line. Strong rebound, Stauffer. On the run. Stauffer gives it up. Open shooter, Balzer. She's missing. Long rebound, Stewart. Stewart slows it up. Dribble drive, Rice. Baseline up and under, but forced it. Couldn't get it. And now she just committed her 4th foul, and that is a killer. 4 fouls on Destiny Rice, and that's just great effort, but you can't do it in that situation. Frustrated about the miss, and then commits her 4th. And I just don't think you can leave her in here.
No, they're getting ready to make a substitution right now.
So to the bench with 11 points is Destiny Rice.
I mean, you look at the scores, 25-15. She's got 11 points.
Yep.
The rest of the team has 4. Somebody's got to step up here.
Well, they're going to have to step up as
like
collectively as a team. Great steal. Drive, but then lost. Out of bounds. They'll keep it. So the pressure certainly has benefited North Caddo, but do they have anybody that can score and finish against this Germantown defense?
I mean, that was a situation right there where they could score off their transition, and they still couldn't do it.
Right. Out of bounds once again. Again, defense extended by the Patriots now without Rice on the floor. Nice dribble drive up and under. Beautiful move. That's Jada Martin with her first 2. And it's 25-17. Again, the pressure remains on. Stauffer put it on the floor in traffic. It's loose. Scrum for the ball. Jump ball. North Caddo ball on a turnover. So they'll get it back again. 6th turnover of the quarter committed by Germantown.
That's what's keeping North Caddo in the game right here is the pressure they're able to apply on their defensive end. It's not a full court press. They're picking up half court, but they're trapping them as soon as they cross the midcourt line.
Bringing it up slowly is Raven Sims. They'd like to buy some time here, wouldn't they, Bill?
Absolutely. If you can be inside 10 right at the end of the half.
Smart move here, I think, by Brian Shine to slow this game down.
They're trying to make Germantown come out and guard them a little bit harder. With their quickness, they should be able to drive inside and draw something.
And a turnover after all that. Stauffer end-to-end. Blocked, but a foul. She'll shoot 2. That's going to work against Raven Sims. Should be her first and team foul number 5. So 5 team fouls and 4 of them are on their star player. Stauffer with 9 points all in the first quarter at the line.
North Caddo really needs to be able to survive this last minute and 25 seconds without Rice on the floor.
Another substitute as Rachel Balzer is back in, replacing Jessica Moore. Stauffer missed them both, but Booth gets the rebound and scores. Becca Booth, offensive board, her 8th point, and it is now a 10-point lead at 27-17.
Booth just reached over everybody and grabbed that rebound.
When you're talking about 6'3" against 5'6" or so, I mean, it's just too much to give up.
Actually, if she had jumped, it would have been over the back. Smart play.
So just holding on here. This is what they wanted to do with the last possession.
They got to be happy.
If they can get a basket here and get within single digits by halftime.
8, 10 points, 7, 8, 10 points at halftime, yes. So just stay out there until they come out and guard you. Be careful with that pass.
No doubt. A runner no good, and Sims drew the foul. She'll shoot a pair. It's going to work against Stauffer, and that's her second. 17 fouls. Free throws the rest of the way, but only got 39.2 seconds left. Raven Sims 2 for 2 at the line for her 2 points, but now 2 for 3. Unable to convert. Second by Sims is good. She's got 3, 27 to 18. Nice pass. Booth, give and go. Stauffer scores. Can't move the ball better than that, can you?
Cannot. Stauffer is a good player. She's really smooth, but she's got a lot of help around her, too.
Probably the last shot here. Down to 5 seconds. Nice up and under, but can't score. Rebound tip long. Stauffer saves it on the floor. Half ends. So 29 to 18, the score, as Germantown takes the lead to the half by 11 points. They led by as many as 16, but North Caddo fought back to make more of a contest of it. But the biggest issue for North Caddo is Destiny Rice and the foul trouble. Crescent City Sports Prep Basketball is brought to you by Riverlands Insurance and Luling, meaning all of your insurance needs. Call Riverlands at 1-800-336-4579 or go to Rivens.com. That's RIVINS.com. It's halftime, and it is 29-18 with Germantown on top of North Caddo. We'll take a timeout. Bill and I will be back in a couple of minutes with first half numbers and the start of our second half here at CrescentCitySports.com. Halftime here at the Girls Platinum Championship game of the Allstate Sugar Bowl National Prep Classic with Germantown, Pennsylvania on top. The North Carolina Lady Rebs 29-18. Along with Bill Gallagher, I'm Ken Trahan. Albert Breer, along with Adam Bryant, taking care of business. Jude Young even here taking care of business as well to make sure we operate correctly. And a big shout out to Lenny Van Gilder. Also, taking a look at the first half numbers for Germantown, Elle Stauffer, the leading scorer with 11 points. Jai Haynes had 10 points, 2 boards. Becca Booth with 8 points. Interestingly enough, only 3 players scored for Germantown in the first half. For the Lady Rebs of North Caddo, Raven Sims with 3 points, Sadie Stewart with 2, Jada Martin with 2, and Destiny Rice with 11 points, and yet she sat for about 5.5 minutes of the first half, and she might sit a lot longer unless you want to give a shot at this. So far, 7 turnovers, Germantown, 6 for North Caddo. All right, so you're the coach, Bill.
I can't.
Do you play her now or do you sit her?
No, I can't put her in.
Okay.
I think I have to sit her a little bit to see what happens. First sign of trouble, 4, 6 points. You got to put her back in, but I can't right now. You were down 14. You cut it to a point where you have outscored them since then. With those 5 minutes that she's been on the bench, you got to hope that you can at least keep it right here until about midway in the third quarter, and then you're going to have to go back with it. But I think, especially since Germantown is going to be on offense to begin with, I think you keep her off of that defensive end right now.
So again, 29-18 is the score with Germantown up. And again, if you're North Caddo, regardless of who's on the floor, you just have to keep pressuring. You have no recourse, do you?
No, you don't. That's another reason why you have to have Rice not in the game, because you really have to apply the pressure and keep it going. And you can't take a chance on her getting another foul.
No doubt.
So you're going to be on defense to start this second half. At least for right now, you keep her off. Let's see what you can do. Maybe get a steal to start, or a straight rebound, and then come down on offense. Milk some more time off the clock. Get it back one possession at a time, and then as a coach, you decide when you're going to put her back in. Now, having said all that, It looks like she's probably going to come back in.
Yeah, it sure looks that way. Now. So, I was going to say, how much time can you buy without her, but may not have to worry about that.
Yeah, he certainly knows his team better than we do.
Well, she's got to be able to play with great caution. I mean, and that's hard to do, because that's completely the opposite of her personality and her game.
Of her game, right.
So to me, that's the issue.
In.
Yeah, she's going to start the second half with 4 fouls. So there's your answer. Germantown will have the ball. There's no doubt they'll go at her.
And it looks like she's playing the back of a 1-3-1.
She is playing the back of a 1-3-1 or a zone trap.
Which is a good place for her.
Yeah, it is a 1-3-1. Stauffer challenged by Rice immediately. Corner 3, that's an air ball, and guess who? Rice has the rebound and spins right out of there with it.
No, that puts her in position to rebound, too.
She's got to be careful here. What a step up and under that was.
There you go.
What a move.
What the heck do we know, huh?
Yeah, she's such a good player, Bill. 29-20. Stauffer all the way. And a tie ball. Rice involved in that. And he'll get the ball back. So she only knows one way to play. She's in the middle of everything in the first 31 seconds of the second half.
You know, it's like you tell a football player, if you go half speed, then you're going to get hurt. You got to go full speed. So she's got to keep playing. If she's going to be in the game, she's got to keep playing.
Raven Sims. Jada Martin challenged. Back to Sims, finds space. Sadie Stewart, very patient here. Corner 3 coming, that's short. And the rebound controlled by Booth. Again, they've got to find offense from somewhere else.
And you saw right
ahead of the pack Stauffer. And she's fouled.
And you saw right down there on North Caddo's end that Destiny Rice was nowhere near that rebound.
No.
She just stood there. She's got to. She just stood there and gave up the rebound.
First team foul as well. And El Stauffer at the line has 11 points in the game, leads them in scoring 0 for 2 at the line, and now 0 for 3. So that's the one chink in the armor thus far for Stauffer, who's been outstanding. Shakes her head a little bit.
That's keeping the door open for North Caddo.
Second one is also no good, so she's 0 for 4. And the rebound, Tayshawn Vincent, who's checked in and get a chance to see Vincent play for the Lady Revs. Starts the second half. Rice on the drive. It's what she does, and she draws yet another foul. This is on 22, Haynes. So she draws it. And more free throws coming for Destiny Rice.
A little frustrating right now for Sherry Retief and her team.
In and out, no good. Missed opportunity. Jay Haynes on the foul, as mentioned. Her first and the team's first. 5 for 7 from the line is Rice. And now 6 for 8. She cuts the lead to 8. And North Caddo would like to have those first 3 minutes back of this game.
They sure would. And those first 3 fouls back.
Well, that's my point, is the fouls and the blitz that they incurred. Nice beautiful ball movement again. Court. Beautifully done. Haynes with 12, another assist for Visa. That's her 5th assist, by the way.
And Haynes is lighting it up, too.
It's 31-21. Yeah, she can stroke it. 12 points. Now she's the leading scorer for Germantown. Raven Sims setting. They put Rice on the right block, double right block setup right now, and they go right to Rice. In the lane, spins up and under. Can't get the foul.
44
gets the rebound. And she draws the foul. Boy, she draws more fouls than any player I've seen in recent times. Becca Booth commits the foul.
Being in foul trouble herself.
Like I said, she only knows how to play one way. Dribble drive, nice pass, but you can't finish. And Booth rebounds. Got to finish that.
Again, somebody for North Caddo's got to step up and be somewhat consistent on scoring.
And it knocked away out of bounds. And the Patriots keep it. Patriots with the ball in front court as Deanna Stewart checks in for Tayshawn Vincent. There's Stauffer on the baseline drive. Short corner score. 13 for Stauffer.
She can't make free throws, but she's a good shooter on the floor.
She's a good player. And a 12-point lead again for the Patriots.
I think this is a big possession for North Caddo right here.
They go right to Rice. One thing Rice hasn't done is hit that outside jumper thus far. She's capable of doing it. And if she does that, she's impossible to guard.
Yeah. And this is the first time she's been on the outside on the perimeter in a while. And she's going back down into the middle.
For 3, bottom.
Nice. Like I said, big possession right there.
Nice pass by Sims. Gets it to her, and it's a 9-point game at 33-24. Pass contested, but saved by Haynes. And they trap out of this zone, and there's another open look, but that's a miss. And the rebound Rice, but now lost it, fights to get it back, and right to Stauffer. Wow. So Stauffer scores on the, picks up the garbage and scores and makes it an 11-point game.
Tough break there for North Caddo.
Yeah, instead of having it back down 9, you're down 11. Dribble drive. They position Rice in the left corner. She gets it now. And she'll pop the 3 from there and drops it. Again, if she hits that, you got no chance to guard her.
No, because then they're going to come out and guard her, and then she's just going to fake the shot and drive.
17 for Rice. It's 35-27.
Good defense by Caddo on the backside.
Visit for 3.
Oh, what a way to answer.
Balzer. And Visit with a beautiful answer. And it's 38-27. And they can really shoot the basketball. Their ball movement is excellent.
And her first points of the game, too.
Right. Her role is to set up others, as she's done beautifully. But you give her the look, and she shows you what she's capable of doing. Again, Rice for three. That's short. Contested. Controlled by Booth, her fourth board. Nice pass to Booth in the middle, and Stauffer will score. She's got 17 now.
I thought Rice was going to pick up another foul there.
She helped her arm straight up there, so they didn't make the call.
I thought Booth tripped, and I didn't know whether she nudged her or she just fell over her feet.
Rice in the corner. Drives underneath. Left-hand miss. Look at her. She'll put it back in. Strong as can be. 19 for Rice. It's 40-29. Booth down low, and Rice fouled her, and she's out of the game. So that's it. Rice is gone. Booth will get the three-point play, and Rice is fouled out of the game. Well, that's a gamble you decided to take, and you're going to pay the price as she's gone.
Yeah, that's it.
So Booth with her 10th point, and Destiny Rice is fouled out of the game with 2:17 to play in the third. And she fouls out of the game with 19 points and 3 rebounds.
You got 19 points out of her. That's a heck of a game. You got everything you could from her. It's a shame it's not going to be, she's not going to see the end of the game. You did what you thought was the right thing.
Stewart rebounds the missed free throw. It remains 42-29. Mercedes Martin is checked in for Destiny Rice. And they'll slow it up here. Jada Martin. You want to try to hang in as long as you can, but you got to be able to score. You're down 13.
True.
So it's
but you got to make sure you get a good shot here.
Right. Dribble drive, a lot of traffic. Booth rebounds, contested, but hasn't. Her 5th board. Beautiful pass, but just a little tall for Booth. A really good idea, though, Bill.
Absolutely. Caught him sleeping on the weak side.
That's first turnover of the quarter for either team. So they've taken good care of the basketball here in the third.
Some people are going to look at this and second guess North Caddo with what they do with Rice, but you make your decision based on your team. Nobody knows the team better than that coaching staff does, so they have to do what they thought was the best thing. I might not have done that, but I don't second guess his decision with knowing his team.
Ball knocked away on the floor, scramble, and Lady Revs have it. And before the shot by Martin, a foul against Germantown, and Maddie Visa her first. It's third team foul on on Germantown, pardon me. And North Caddo maintains possession. 3 in the corner. That's a set play out of bounds, and Martin hits it. That's just the exchange play.
That's it.
On the inbounds pass.
Yeah, very simple play. Very elementary.
Gotta like it. Beautiful pass down low. Booth missed the layup. Rebound control by Stewart. Her third. Deanna Stewart gives it up and unable to connect. Stauffer the rebound. Her third.
Great rebound.
Stauffer on the move. She wants to go coast to coast. She gets blocked. Has good ball skills. She's got length, and she got to the basket, and she'll get to the line. But that's the one area she's not been able to solve thus far.
Not proficient there tonight.
Jada Martin the foul, which is her second. And at the line will be El Stauffer. The third team foul on North Caddo. Each team with 3 now. And Stauffer will shoot 2. Substitution. Jessica Moore is in for Germantown. Stauffer. There you go. Buries the first. That's a relief for her. I'll bet she nails this one now. You want to bet?
I think I'll take that bet.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
19 for Stauffer. And it's 44-32.
I bet you season-wide she's probably a really good free throw shooter. She's just having one of those days at the line. She's too good of a player.
No doubt.
Ooh,
Sims, look back door. Skip pass dangerous as can be. Stauffer stole it. On the run, she'll beat her man to the basket and score. 21 for Stauffer. been the best player on the floor, and it's 46-32. Last shot of the quarter coming up if they get it.
If they get a shot off.
Long three, and cleared by Stauffer, and the quarter will come to an end. So at the end of 3 quarters, 46-32, Germantown on top. And without Destiny Rice, it seems destined for Germantown now.
It's a long shot. There's no question about that. Especially if no one else steps up. Trying to find a needle in a haystack here. Germantown now has to play defense against all 5 players because they don't know who the heck's going to look to score now. With Destiny Rice in the game, they could concentrate all their efforts on her. But now, if somebody can step up for North Caddo, or if they can, shovel it around a little bit and share it a little bit, maybe they can make a run. But somebody's got to step up for these girls.
So the 4th quarter set to begin. Stauffer with 21 points to lead the way. She's got 4 rebounds as well. Becca Booth with 10 points, 5 rebounds. Jay Haynes with 12 points for Germantown. And for North Caddo, Destiny Rice fouled out with 19. Jada Martin has 8. So Martin has picked up the slack somewhat. They're going to need more from her and others to have a chance here in the 4th quarter. 14 points is not insurmountable, but without your best player in an Alabama signing, that's a pretty tall task.
Yeah, their backs are definitely against the wall. There's certainly no question about that. And, situation like this, I say it all the time, but, score off your defense. Pick it up on the defensive end.
North Caddo pressures. Stauffer gets the inbound, spins, retains possession, and throws it away.
A good start for North Caddo. Now they got to be able to convert on this offensive end. Take advantage.
So the turnover. Raven Sims.
She just walked.
Right in front of the official. No call there.
Mm-hmm.
Instructions being given. Now they'll go to work. Ball loose out of bounds, and North Caddo will maintain possession.
Well, let's see if they can score in their out of bounds play again.
Mercedes Martin in bounds. Long pass controlled by Jada Martin. Early 4th quarter, 14-point lead for Germantown. Ken Trahan, Bill Gallagher with you from the Hilario Center in West Wego.
Very patient with North Caddo right now.
No doubt. Dribble drive, blocked away, stolen. Here they come the other way. Nice skip pass. Balzer from Stauffer short. Offensive rebound, and Jay Haynes will draw the foul. That's going to work against Sims, and that's her 2nd foul. Crescent City Sports Prep Basketball is brought to you by Gills Bar. For more than half a century, offering services, solutions, and support for businesses and associations looking for happier constituents and healthier bottom lines. Basket good on the inbounds pass by 14, Maddie Burns, and it's 48-32. Headquartered on the North Shore, Gills Bar. Learn more on how Gills Bar can help your business. Visit gillsbar.com. Thanks to Hank Miltonberger and Gills Bar for their support of CrescentCitySports.com. Dribble drive up and under, not going to get there. And the rebound controlled by Maddie Burns. So in control, Germantown, and on the move. Skip pass left side. Another extra pass. Well, they always make the extra pass, don't they?
You love that.
Look at that.
Coach too. Nice.
Haynes the assist. These in the basket, and it's a 19-point lead at 51-32. That's beautiful basketball.
Nothing like that unselfish style of basketball.
Long three, straight away, bottom by Jada Martin. She's picked it up in double figures with 11. She's got 3 triples in the game to make it 51-35. And a foul in backcourt here against Mercedes Martin. Her first. Crescent City Sports Prep Basketball is presented by Yale College and in Rock and Bowl. Rock and Bowl now with 2 locations on South Carrollton Avenue in New Orleans and Jefferson Street in downtown Lafayette. See a full schedule of entertainment at rockandbowl.com. Dribble drive Stauffer, kick it, open 3. Not this time. Offensive board, no. Another offensive board, but a tie ball, and that'll go to North Caddo. So they're still competing, Bill.
They're still trying hard in that defensive end and trying to do what they can on the offensive end. I think North Caddo is getting a look at life without Destiny Rice in the future.
Walking it up. Jada Martin, she's taken over offensively for the Lady Rebs. Sadie Stewart. Jada Martin backs it out off the bounce. Long 3 off the mark badly. Stauffer long rebound, her 5th on the run. Crosses over, waits for help. Finds an open Visa, and yes, sir. Maddie Visa's 9 points now, the assist to Stauffer.
I think she's 3 for 3 from the three-point line.
She's hit 3 of them at 9 points. 54-35, 19-point bulge now for Germantown.
3 baskets, she's got 3.
Over the top pass. Knocked out of bounds.
Got 11.
And a substitution now as Jessica Moore is in for Germantown. Germantown 12-0, looking to go 13-0 on the year. Well on its way to winning this platinum bracket of the Allstate Sugar Bowl National Prep Classic. Defense extends a bit. They don't have to in this situation, up 19.
No, they're just playing basketball.
Mercedes Martin on a handoff to Jada Martin. Lady Rebs in no hurry here, down 19. But again, looking for holes in this zone because they're without their star player.
Jada Martin's out there running the same position that Destiny Rice was. She's just not as strong as Destiny.
Drew the foul here against Maddie Visa, her 2nd.
Good player, good skills, just lacks the physicalness.
Visa comes out. 14 foul. Sarah DeLillo comes in. Raven Sims back in for North Caddo. And she'll get the inbounds pass. With 3:53 to play. Drive by Sims and amongst the trees. Just forced it up there, out of bounds to Germantown. Once you get in there, there's so much size, you just can't get it through those trees to the basket.
It's like those big old pine trees.
DeLillo was fouled. That's going to work against Sadie Stewart. Will be the 4th on North Caddo, and we'll get a substitution. Deanna Stewart is in, replacing Tayshawn Vincent. This is DeLillo. Lindsay Putnam. Again, that defense extended, trying to create something. Beautiful pass.
Nice,
Score it.
nice. Patient with their offense, just kept running it, and slipped through. Got a little back cut.
Maddie Burns on the basket. And a 21-point lead now for Germantown. Long 3, that's going to be way over. Stauffer, the rebound and over the back, fouled by Deanna Stewart. Should be the 1-and-1, and it is, the 17th foul. 6th rebound for Stauffer. She's played a complete game, hasn't she?
She sure has, both ends of the floor. A little stub of the toe on her free throws, but she has hit her last 2.
No doubt. Stauffer hit her last 2 free throws, and now she's hit 3 in a row. See, she's figured it out.
Yeah. Oh, it's 15 feet. Oh.
And she hit them both. She's made 4 in a row now. Feeling it. 58-35.
That's her evening.
That's it. What a game by Stauffer. Comes out, gets a nice slap from her coach. Sims looked but didn't shoot. Now goes back out high to Jada Martin. Long 3 ball here. That's way over the top. And out of bounds to North Caddo, so they hustle and keep the play alive.
Caddo's trying to be patient, knowing they still have to score. They're just trying to be patient, get good looks. They're caught in a bad spot here. Being patient to score, but they got to score a lot.
Fourth shot here, too strong. DeLillo the rebound, and a foul. Sadie Stewart gets the foul. So Sadie Stewart picks up the foul.
At the line, number 15, Sarah DeLillo.
Nice free throw made here, and she'll get the bonus. So on the board with her first point is Sarah DeLillo. Another to come. Can't get the second, but an offensive board. And a great job of saving it there by Burns. Great effort. 24-point bulge with the ball under 2 minutes left. Germantown content to move the ball here, and a travel will turn it over. So we'll get Mercedes Martin back in for North Caddo. And with 1:35 to play. Here's Mercedes Martin driving. Contact, no call. Loose ball, picked up. Got it back. Tried to force it up. Didn't happen. Out of bounds. And it will be Germantown basketball. So nothing wrong with the effort, just a little bit overmatched.
No, they just don't have anybody that can step in. They've been depending upon Destiny Rice for probably the past 4 years, and when you lose her, it's a struggle. Changes your whole offense.
Nice shot, and a chance for the three-point play. Charlotte DeLillo gets it. Following Deanna Stewart is her second, and a chance for the three-point play.
When you have someone like Rice that's not on the floor that you depend on, you can run the same offense, but you don't get the same results.
Converts the three-point play, and it's 62-35 with a minute to play in the game. Turnover here. Long three ball, wow. Doesn't matter who's out there, right? Lindsay Putnam knocks it down, and it's 65-35. 30 points, the biggest margin in this game. Just a really good performance by a really good basketball team here.
Yeah, like I said earlier on in the broadcast, the 2015 ranked team in the country. They sure proved it tonight.
And they're just going to dribble it out here. So the Germantown Patriots from Pennsylvania have won the Allstate Sugar Bowl National Prep Classic Platinum Girls Championship with a decisive 65-35 victory over the North Caddo Lady Rebs. As Germantown goes to 13-0, North Caddo drops to 18-3. Bill, thoughts on what we saw here?
I don't even think if Destiny Rice had played the entire game, if the outcome would have been different. I think Germantown is a complete team. They just come at you from so many different ways. They got so many different good ball players coming off the bench besides just their starting five. They're definitely one of the top teams of the country. That's for sure. North Caddo, hey, you're still 18-3. you just chalk this up, and you probably got a district game coming up Tuesday night. You go after it in your district and forget this. Go home with a runner-up trophy. May not be what you really wanted to go home with, but this isn't the end of your season by any means. Not at all.
So a great performance here by Germantown, Pennsylvania. They win at 65-35 over the North Caddo Lady Rebs. And Bill and I are going to take a little hiatus for a few minutes. When we return in a few minutes, we will have the conclusion of the Allstate Sugar Bowl National Prep Classic, the championship game of the boys' national bracket between Bishop Laughlin of New York. They're undefeated against defending Louisiana Division III state champion Dunham. Stay tuned for that. That's coming up shortly here at CrescentCitySports.com.